Yo, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Do You Hear Me with Unico Williams. Special, the Diddy trial, where I come to you every single day on YouTube, Twitch, all of the above. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And I am the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, everything. Anything that's going on in that courtroom, I am them, and I'm going to act out these. Thanks to Inner City Press, I have the transcripts. I listen to it all day long so that you guys don't have to. I'm going to break it down for you, read everything, do whatever I can. So after 8-9 hours of court, y'all can just listen to my sweet, sultry voice as I get y'all going and let y'all know what's happening out there with the Diddy trial. So yesterday, we had a shaky witness yesterday. And it seemed to me a lot of things where I don't remember. And Diddy, who's the attorney for him that took a lot of this. She's the only sister girl on Diddy's team, if you will. And she just went straight at her. Like, okay, your idea of justice is suing people. You want to sue Diddy? That's your idea of justice? Why don't you, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of her testimony was like, yeah, I was high or I was this, I'm misremembering stuff, things like that. So it was very shaky testimony from that standpoint. But we'll see what they do today. Also, we do have a special guest, somebody who appears to have dated Diddy from 2021 to 2024. That's what they're saying. So we'll check it out, man. If y'all have any questions or anything, please feel free to type in the chat or whatever you want to do. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, I can see it. X, man, y'all see Elon Musk and Trump going to it. Also, you know what time it is, man. The Pacers play game 1 tonight of the NBA Finals against Oklahoma City in Oklahoma. But let's get to it. So we are going to share the screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing. And again, I am the judge, jury, and the attorneys, and anybody else that might just pop up in court. Oh, somebody also got in trouble in court today, by the way. Somebody got in trouble. We'll talk about that when it happens. All right. Before the jury, judge, I understand the press is doing their best with the orders. What about Jane's text? The government. I feel a need to personally read them before releasing them to the press. How about Saturday for Friday's exhibits? Don't unalive yourself. The judge is just saying don't do too much. The reporters are not officers of the court, and they won't know what has to not be reported. That's why I want to review them myself. I don't think there's a real constitutional issue here. The type of information that Ms. Comey wants to redact, is it just a matter of timing? Should we adjourn for the day to permit redaction? No, I reject that. The First Amendment does not require that. The government is making accommodations. We want a screenshot of Ms. Ventura's communications to Ms. Karam about Ms. Magalan that's the person who's on the stand today, starting us off, the shaky witness from yesterday, being dangled off the balcony. How does the balcony incident connect to the indictment? It shows Mr. Combs' violence and that Ms. Ventura is aware. Coercion. And remember, that's a part of a RICO. You're using people that work for you or anything like that to commit crimes, blah, blah, blah. Coercion. That's criminal enterprise. So, and then Diddy's lawyer is like, it should not be admitted. It is a backward looking statement. Government's like, the screenshot was captured in September 2016, shortly after the incident. It doesn't say how Miss Ventura heard about it. Could have been from someone else. Judge like, damn all that. Bring in Miss Bongalan, then jury. All rise. Jurors, we have a lunch coming in for you. We're going to take a shorter break. Miss Westmoreland, this is Diddy's lawyer. Sister girl from Georgia, I believe. What is this a photo of? Drugs? You sent this photo to Cassie? Yes. Now, DX1287, that's the exhibit number. What's this? Some type of drugs? How many types? I can't tell. You're still doing drugs with Cassie on May 31st, 2016, right? Yes. Just before this, Mr. Combs threatened your life. Yes. You weren't scared to continue dealing with Cassie? I guess not. Okay. You said Mr. Combs groped your breast. Objection. Ask again. Mr. Tyrone said Mr. Combs groped your breast. True? Some of the things he wrote were not true. You fired him and hired new civil lawyers and they drafted a lawsuit. You reviewed it? To the best of my ability. Look at this document. Only for the parties. They're not showing the crowd. Ma'am, isn't it true that your lawyer, Mr. Tyrone, alleged for the first time sexual assault, and although you knew it was untrue, you began repeating it? Can you rephrase that? Mr. Tyrone alleged that Mr. Combs sexually assaulted you, right? I can't speak for him. You speak for you. You kept repeating the lie about the grabbing your breast. Can you restate that? Okay. You continued accusing Mr. Combs of sexually assaulting you, even though you knew it was not true. It's really hard to commit to the whole sentence. You knew sexual assault was the only way you could sue? I don't recall. You say you were screaming. Are you aware of anyone else calling the police? I don't think so. You didn't go to an urgent care? I didn't. You didn't tell the chiropractor what happened? Diddy paid for a chiropractor after this whole thing happened. You didn't tell the chiropractor? No, actually, she went, yeah, something like that. Yeah, she had a neck brace. She was wilding. You didn't tell the chiropractor what happened? No. Why not? I was scared. Okay. And then the girlfriend, what's her name? So she had a girlfriend that was like apparently hiding in the bathroom or something like this when Diddy came over. Okay, the girlfriend, what's her name? Sarah or Friday? Full name, please. I think Sarah Sedale, something like that. It was a while ago. She don't even remember her girlfriend's name that she had at the time that she bringing around Cassie. You got the government. You told the government she was Friday and that she wouldn't know anything. I'm not sure. On October 4th, 2016, didn't you attend Mr. Combs' concert? I don't remember the date, but yeah, I went. Just ask. Just ask, Miss Westmoreland. Maybe read the text? Proceed. Thank you, Your Honor. You read Bonna and I'll read Cass. So in the text message thread, Cassie is known as Cass, and then this gal's name is Brianna Bongolan, but she is known as Bonna. I don't know what I wrote. So this is the attorney. Coolio, what time? Love you. Thank you for yesterday. You're asking Cass if Puff would like a sweatshirt 2 weeks after you alleged he held you over a balcony? We were trying to be cool. Repeat that. We had the FaceTime call and we were trying to be cool. Isn't it true that you continue to see Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura because Mr. Combs did not cause you those injuries? Part of that statement is true and part I can't agree with. Do you see your phone number on this? Yes. This text is from October 15, 2016 from Mr. Combs to you? Yes. Mr. Combs wrote, if you're going to do K with her, at least have her back. Do you remember receiving this? Yes. You remember the Bad Boy reunion tour? You started on it, but you didn't complete it. Maybe one or two. September 25th, 2016. The tour is at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. True? I'm not aware, not so sure on dates. Man, she don't know nothing. He was on stage with Lil' Kim? I don't know. This is crazy. This is not a credible witness, it sounds like to me. I don't know. What do y'all think? And at the Harlem Salute to Achievement, objection, sidebar. So they talk. Diddy's lawyer back up. Is this Trump International Hotel stay? Frank Black includes September 26, 2016, in-room breakfast for $231. You see? Yes. You agree one person can't be in two places at the same time. Hard to say. You told the jurors Mr. Combs injured you in LA on September 26, 2016, correct? Maybe have a sidebar. So I guess they're trying to say that she's lying about everything. I guess that's what they're trying to say. You told the jurors Mr. Combs injured you in LA on September 26, 2016, correct? May we have a sidebar? Yes, you may. Now they're back from it. Mr. Combs did not cause you the injuries in the photo you provided with the metadata saying September 26, 2016. I can't agree with that. A person can't be in LA and New York at the same time. My answer is the same. No further questions. So she thinks she cooked on this. So, I mean, right at this point, she doesn't look like a very credible witness. So let's see what the government says, because they have a redirect and the judge asked for a sidebar. So now they're back. Now the government's back up asking her questions. Did you ever review the notes taken at your interviews? No. Did you give Cassie permission to put your name in her complaint? No. After she filed, I hit her up to tell her of mistakes. Tiffany wasn't there. When you filed your lawsuit, was its report of the balcony the same or different from Cassie's? Different. Is what you said today your best recollection? Yes. The demand letters of your first lawyer, did you write them? No. The demand letter that said Mr. Combs squeezed your breast so hard you had bruises, had you said that? No, ma'am. Do you demonstrate with hand motions? Please do. He started at my armpit. Where were your breasts? Where? Are they on your breast? Yes. Do you yourself know the exact date of the balcony incident? No. Why not? It was a while ago. Any doubt, Mr. See, this is why it's shaky for me, right? Because I mean, I know they was doing drugs and stuff like that, and I know what it's like to be blackout drunk and all that type of shit. I already know. A lot of things could happen. I get that. Um, but for her to like, I just feel like you don't forget a day where the biggest hip hop mogul is like has you over a balcony and you remember that stuff. You remember him touching breasts, but you don't remember like a lot of stuff. It's just kind of hard to like make her really seem like a viable witness right now to me. But I'll let y'all decide, man. Comment if you agree or disagree and tell me why. And any doubt, Mr. Combs, just a quick aside. In 2004, I went to a football camp and Marvin Harrison, the wide receiver, signed an autograph for me. And I remember that it was a Thursday, and I remember which end of the end zone I was at, and that was a long time ago. So I'm just recollection, maybe her recollection, because it sounds like she does drugs a lot. Giving her testimony, I don't know. We'll continue. Let's continue. I'm sorry. Um, any doubt Mr. Combs held you off the balcony? No doubt. Nothing further. Recross? Yes. Diddy's back. Diddy's people back. In a follow-up interview with the government, you gave them pictures of your leg injury with metadata, right? Is that true? Metadata is essentially like when anything is modified or if there's been any edits or first and foremost, when this thing was created. I gave them pictures. When you sued Mr. Combs, you weren't rich. I was not. You saw this as a chance to make $10 million, true? The judge will review. It means a lot to you become a millionaire and soon, right? No, I am here for justice. Meaning money? Nothing further. Thank you, Miss Bongalan. Is there an exhibit? Publish it. We object under Rule 106. So after the break, jurors, there'll be food for you in there. All rise. Now, while they're out there on break doing lunch, probably getting some kind of random New York spot, or if they're anything like a lot of people, companies that they work at, maybe a little Chick-fil-A, maybe Subway catered. You already know how that go. So about these, so the judge is talking with the attorneys now. So about these text message chains. These are screenshots of messages between Miss Ventura and Christina Karam. It first involved Miss Ventura saying her phone was thrown off the balcony. Then about Miss Bongalan. The defense wants more exhibits in. They want in Miss Karam's message that he says that didn't happen, but that's self-serving hearsay with no exception. The allegedly completing statement are not admissible. Mr. Agnifalo, your client was looking at jurors and nodding vigorously. This is where Diddy got in trouble. Diddy got in trouble for this. The judge got upset and told Diddy's team, Mr. Agnifalo, your client was looking at jurors and nodding vigorously. This can't continue, or I will give a limiting instruction you won't like, or other measures, including barring your client from the courtroom. Do you understand? Yes, Your Honor. So I'm guessing while this whole time that she's giving her like response or whatever, giving her testimony, she's like 100%. Like he's like telling the jury, this facts, y'all, this facts. She don't know what she lying, but we'll see. All right, now they're back from break. They're back from lunch, right? I could stay past 4 p.m. My sentencing's been adjourned, so I could stay late. But, Miss Shapiro, I have a meeting with lawyers in another matter. I want to be here for all of Jane, a key witness. We'll end at 4. Jury enters. Government on the stand. Or government up. First, a stipulation. A seizure at Miami Airport of Christina Karam's cell phone. These are true excerpts. Published the exhibit. So it's text bubbles with Cassie, dangles over ledge. Oh my God. Metadata shows September 30th, 2016. Bring the witness in. The witness is on the stand. Looks like Enrique Santos. This is, I believe, the guy that does the he does like the, what do you call it? It's like cell phone tech extraction stuff of data, right? I have worked at the Southern District New York Prosecutor's Office for 17 years. I've done 3,000 cell phone extractions. These 3 iPhones, whose were they? Cassandra Ventura. One had a changed IMEI number. It had been repaired. If a user takes a screenshot, what is the metadata? Creation date, modified data, where it is stored. This exhibit, is this another extraction? Yes. No further questions. So the defense comes up, they're like, some deleted messages remain? Yes. The September 30th is the capture date of the screenshot, correct? Yes. Thank you. Next witness. The government's like, first, some sealed exhibits under the pseudonym order and because sexually explicit 1503. At this time, we call Jane. So now we got Jane Doe pulling up. Jane Doe is here. Miss Comey, bring the witness in. Please confirm that all the exhibit screens in the public gallery are off. Courtroom deputy. They are. Jane takes a stand. They don't give us a physical description, but Jane takes a stand. This is Jane Doe. We about to see who she is. Let's figure this out. I wonder if y'all know. Where did you grow up? California. Your level of college? Junior college, then modeling. With whom did you have a relationship from 2021 to 2024? Sean Combs. What did you call him? Sean, baby, Ernie. Why Ernie? We did that. I was Bert. When did you meet him? On a girls' trip to Miami in 2020? See, COVID, they was cutting up. COVID. On a girls' trip to Miami in 2020, he was dating my friend. He was really funny and nice. We went on a yacht partying. He gave me his cell phone number. Was there with a friend and he gave up and she took it. But hey, that's what happens. Girls' trip, I got Diddy number, whatever. Did you see drugs? Yes, that first night. One of my friends said she wanted drugs, I guess. I don't want you to guess. Where did you go? The studio in Two Star. A man pulled out pink powder. My girlfriend was at set, so she thought I was getting with Sean. So we left abruptly. The next day, drinks by the pool, then movie night in the theater in his residence. He texted me, I'd like to take you out. I replied that I felt complicated or conflicted. Where were you living then? The East Coast? Did Mr. Combs contact you? Yes, he was flirtatious. He invited me to Miami. Read these texts. What does he say? He says, call me Ernie. Who was pursuing who? He was pursuing me. But I was being considerate of my girlfriend, but she got engaged and moved overseas. So I felt I could do this Sean thing. Had she been seeing Sean and her fiance at the same time? Yes. Ain't shit. I went to Miami in January 2021. He got me a hotel room. Where did you have your first date? The hotel balcony. How long did your first date last? 5 days. God damn. What did you tell him about your past? I dated someone he knew. Also, my child's father didn't get along with Sean. He said he didn't mind. How many children do you have? One. Who is this person? Y'all got any guesses? What did Sean say about his relationships? Only my friend. He said it wasn't a real relationship. What did you do? We made a lot of love. We walked on the beach. Later, we went on a proper first date, dressed up, a restaurant. I was head over heels. How did you stay in contact? Text. Did you travel with them? Turks and Caicos. I was excited. I've never been to Turks. Who else went in February 2021? Christina Karam, the chef, the butler, at one point, a barber. How long did you stay? 9 days in Turks, 6 days in Bahamas. We're going to play a video. It's not shown in the gallery, it's loud music. I took the video. What do you see? The villa, the vibe. What did you tell Sean? That I was a single mother. On social media, I call myself a content creator. What was your work? Advertising brands on my social media. And what did he give you? A love bracelet. He said he'd give me money because he'd taken me so many days away. I really appreciated that. How much? $10,000? What drugs had you used before? Ecstasy twice, 2014 and 2015. You used it in Turks. Who suggested it? Sean, like 10 times. In the pool, he gave me a pill, said it would be more fun. I was walking down the beach with him and I fell. I think I was screaming too. They put me in the shower. KK did. Did you take another ecstasy pill? Yes, but a smaller dose. It made me feel, relaxed, euphoric, sexual, and enhanced touch and sense. It made me feel more loving and flirtatious. What about coming down from ecstasy? It was like your mind was kind of readjusting, coming down from a high. You're just tired. In the Bahamas, did you continue taking drugs? Yes, ecstasy. Sean gave it to me. How much did he wire you? $10,000. We started using the L word. He told me he was seeing multiple women. I was okay with it. Why? I liked them. Did you have the sense you had the option of a monogamous relationship? No. Until when did you continue dating Sean? Until his arrest? Any breaks? Two. The second in October 2023 for 4 months. When did you get back together? February 2024. How public were you? It was private. Did you post about your relationship with Sean on your social media? Only once. Where did you move? From the East Coast to LA. He gave me $60,000 for a moving trip. In 2021, February to May, how often did you see him? Every other week. What did he give you? He was sweet. He would give me money here and there, cash, wires, both. How often did you use drugs? Every time I saw Sean, ecstasy, Molly, cocaine, K, or ketamine. Molly enhanced like ecstasy, sexual, horny. Cocaine, it made me feel real alert. I didn't like K. The walls were closing in. In what context did Sean give you drugs? When we were having sex? What did you learn? So many things. How he liked to have pornography playing. He liked me in lingerie and with high-end stripper shoes. I was to put baby all over my body and his. What type of rooms? In his bedroom? How was it lit? We'd have red lights on. How did you feel? I loved them. May of 2021, what happened? I remember that when we would watch pornography, we would have a lot more fantasy conversation. Her voice cracks like she's about to cry. Do you need a break, Jane? No. We would search things on these websites. He wanted me to fantasize. In May of 2025, was there objection? Oh, May of 2021. I am so sorry. Where were you watching the pornography? Miami? I had been awake for 15 hours or 24. What drugs? Ecstasy and Molly. He said, I can make it happen. Why did you say okay? I thought I was playing into the fantasy, but when I came out of the bathroom, he was staring into his phone, really serious. He said, it can happen tonight. So this is at the point I believe he proposed a quote unquote freak off. So how did you react? I was like, tonight? Then okay. Then we were in a hotel. I saw the assistant setting up the room. The lights were already red. Do you remember which assistants? I don't. He said there's someone coming. He knows the guy. I was super nervous listening in. Who did you think this guy was? The fantasy guy? What did you think would start happening? Sexual things between me and the fantasy guy. He arrives and they are talking. It was a regular hotel room or like a suite? A suite? What did you do? I said hello to everyone. I saw Don. Who is Don? One of the entertainers. Published the photo of the jury. It's not shown in the gallery. No personal information on it, presumably. Jules was shown. And also the Punisher, who had his interview just the other day. What next? I was on the couch with my robe on. My legs were crossed. I was nervous. What happened next? Sean said to stand up. I did it and started to dance to get my nerves up. What was Don wearing? His underwear. What was Sean doing? Touching himself. Was he manipulating himself? Yes. Was he talking? What was he saying? Being encouraging and sweet. I was ready to speed things up a bit. What do you mean? Get it done. So she started crying. What'd you ask for? A condom. What did Sean say? That these guys get tested at the time, get tested all the time. Later, did Don leave? Yes. Then Sean and I made love. One second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. We back on? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Sorry about that. So anyway, um, blah 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 blah. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, so anyway, I'm sorry about that, y'all. So they said, so what did Sean say? That these guys get tested at the time, uh, or all the time. Later, did Don leave? Yes. Then Sean and I made love. The next day, I went home. Any boat trip? A nice yacht day. How did you feel? I felt exhilarated. It was taboo. I had a good time with my partner. Do you think you do it again? No, or maybe a few times. Something taboo. How did things change? It opened a Pandora's box. There was so much of it afterwards, too much of it. How often? All the time. I just went along. Later, did you tell him you did not want it? Yes. In writing or verbally? Both. Many times. What did Sean tell you about your rent when you said you did not want to have sex with other men? That he give me maybe 3 more months? How did you feel? Frustrated? Obligated? Obligated to do what? Objection. Sidebar. They go do the sidebar. Government's back. Between 2023 to the time of his arrest, did he pay your rent and make you feel obligated to have sex with other men? Yes. What did you two call this night? Debaucheries or hotel night? How often did you see him? Often. Every time you'd see him, did you have hotel nights? Yes, even though we spent a day or two together after, it all felt like a hotel night. Who decided when? Sean, on short notice. I always had childcare ready. God damn. Damn. I was always put together. What do you mean? My hair, my nails, my tan. He wanted me beautiful. Did you go out with friends? Not a trip. In summer of 2022, he was dismissive. In the summer of 2021, to France. I went to South France with my friends. He was angry in the voice notes. How did he want you to look? Straight hair, ponytail when we had sex. He wanted me to pierce. Where? My nipples. We'll talk about that. Between 2021 and the break in 2023, when much money, how much money did you make and how? Social media posts, but that went down because my presence went down. I was focused on Sean. He would give me money here and there. How much at one time? $20,000? Did you tell him you wanted to make your own money? Well, when OnlyFans got big, I told him I wanted to do it like one of my model friends. He gave me this hesitant energy like, no. What is OnlyFans? Subscribe to models. I do nudity, but no sex acts. Right, but he didn't approve. Why did you feel you needed his approval? I felt he was my boyfriend. Sealed exhibit. What is this? My lease. April 4th, 2023. How much was the rent each month? $10,000. Sean said, let's do a love contract. It was a flirty thing. He asked, how much allowance did I want? Did I want going forward? I said 15. He said 10,000. Yes, I wanted a beautiful home for balance. What's this? A wire transfer to pay your rent? Yes. Who got you plane tickets to fly to the hotel nights? His travel agent, Jess or KK? What were the hotel suites like? Red lights, sheets everywhere for the excessive use of baby oil. How many bottles? Objection. Sustain. Per hotel night. 24 bottles or more. This night, exhibit was shown. Where was the hotel night? In my apartment. What did you wear during this hotel night? Lingerie, high stripper shoes. What would you and the other man do first? Objection. Rephrase. Who would you greet? The entertainer. I was on drugs. Sean told me to touch myself, then the sex. Forgive me for asking, but gawk gawk or bow bow, gawk gawk. Later, I would be with Sean. Would you clean up the bust? No. How long were the hotel nights? 20 or 30 hours? We could go ahead and break here. Jurors, we may start staying later. Do not speak with each other about the case. All rise. Now the jurors are gone. So the government's like, Jane's counsel wants you to remind those in the gallery not to report any personal identifying info from the lawyer's screens. I may submit a letter about the SCIF. Adjourned. So that's it. That's what happened today. We got a Jane Doe who dated Diddy, knowing she was not the only. It is what it is, and she was doing the freak offs, all that type of stuff too, and she was getting paid. I guess that she sold her soul. It was for the money. She did it. Got the number behind her friend back, all that. Hey, it is what it is. She got married and moved overseas with her fiance, whatever. So that's what they saying. So that's it. So we're back tomorrow. We got a lot going on. We got some movies coming out, so definitely make sure you like and subscribe to Unico Williams on YouTube. I'll be right there. That's where you can see all of my movie reviews and in short form, reels and TikToks and all that type of stuff. So and also action-packed weekend coming up. Tomorrow is Keeping 99 News. So we got news from all over the week. So I'm your spot for sports and entertainment news. So keep it locked in. But for now, I want to say I appreciate you all for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me with Unico Williams. Special, the Diddy trial. I holla. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I holla.